No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone. Go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Shakes off the defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. The quick out. There he goes. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Find space on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Going up top again. This one's complete. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They want to flex their muscle. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And what a job by this defense. What a response. Not the ideal start, but they come down the field, get a goal line situation, 3rd and goal, and you bow your necks, and you're physical, and you get the big stop, and this crowd is hyped.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game.
position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody's... in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
On the double.
Here's the handoff. Didn't get much done. That run, he'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so...
He's got it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. Got his man to the left. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up, because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. Finds but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How about this defense coming out the gates, first drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
In 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. The short hands, it's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clemson jumps to the line. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Davidson.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up to go for two. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive in their own 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive.
Turning it on. Good, solid tackle. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. It's Davidson. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air, it's Klubnik. Looking left, and his throw is incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they...
Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're doing.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it down the right side. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson, great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays.
Breaks into the open. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
We'll send the tight end in motion. pushes one deep. Touchdown LSU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Off the play fake. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
He saw the one-on-one opportunity, lobbed it up for the fade. Nice job making the catch, and they convert the 2-point conversion.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Finds his man. It's Williams. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Looking for the 2-point try. They want to throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Randall. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. He unleashes a long one. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He lets one fly deep. Got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going for it all. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Watkins. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. To the air, it's Klubnik. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. To the air on second down. Can't make the connection, in the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
On third down, going up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Randall. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Clemson jumps to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
To throw, it's Klubnik. Going to take a shot at this DB. Touchdown, Clemson! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Bounced right back to them.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
On the move from inside his 5. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The play-action fake. Rushes on him. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires into the end zone. And they will score! Touchdown, Tigers! The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll heave it deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look at it, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And that is enough.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, LSU! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Buying some time. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you've got to have that balance.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big... And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback can be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. The offense changing the play. Tight end now in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Going deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
The RPO complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
On fourth down, going to the air. Looking for a huge play. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this.
There he goes. Enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Brings it down on the right side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he wants it all. Hits him in stride at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on... Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the fourth.
This team right now is showing you why they were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Yeah, they were sleepwalking a little bit earlier. They knew coming in, David, they were going to be facing a really good opponent. Good teams don't quit, and they've come all the way back now to take the lead. And they had a pretty big deficit not that long ago.
And this is a good team they're playing. They're showing they're one of the better teams in the country. I mean, to battle back from several touchdowns down, like not to blink, not to bat an eye, not to quit, they're proving why they're a great team.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll leave it with him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
A Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Go straight ahead. He stopped short on the two-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the two. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Randall. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Defense dropping into soft coverage. On third down, he drops to throw. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So still a 2-point game here, and you'd like to give your defense a little pat on the back by following their stop with a score, Jesse.
Yeah, and I feel like the offense here, they sense this opportunity, right, David? They know if they go score, they put themselves in a position to win.
And you put your defense in a great spot. I want to be up in the fourth quarter. If they can put a drive together here, up by a touchdown, I like my chances.
Quick completion on the out. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win a ranked win who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.